Hello everyone and welcome back to Vinty's story. Well, in the last episode we got started on soaking some extra boards for this hive, and as you can see, today we will build it, and they already have some bees inside, and that means that they will start pollinating the crops in the greenhouse, which needless to say is going to be very good for us. We will also chisel out this little lamppost for the pier. I suppose we can use this as a beacon in case we ever get lost out at sea. Don't worry about the house also being lit up. This is just for roleplay purposes. And today we will manage to catch enough butterflies to fill up this display frame, which means that in the future, if we catch more butterflies, we will need to make a new one. But that is going to be, well, a problem for the future. So anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Alright then, let's get started. First things first, I think I will start consuming the juices. I will not worry about too much about, letting them rot, but I still want to consume them at least a little bit. Yeah, I am tempted to turn them into wine. In fact, I think I will have red currant wine. I will seal this one, but the other ones I will drink as much as we can, and once they start rotting I will just let them spoil. It's going to be fine. So anyways, the hive boards are still soaking, so those will have to wait. Tell you what, yeah, let's just take care of this. I will put... should we use steel? You know what? Let's go for steel. Let's make maybe the iron saw. The chisel might be a little bit of an overkill. Anything else we need? Not really. We have a backup axe and pickaxe, that's fine. The shovel is still very good condition. The hammer, the same. You know what? Never hurts to have a backup hammer. So I will make the saw and a hammer out of steel. First things first, we need to actually process these blister steels. So I think I will put... A single charcoal will be enough, but you know what? Let's just make them as hot as possible. And while they are heating up, I will quickly go back to the back of the house and let me harvest the bees ASAP. Yeah, we have enough room now. Oh, right. For some reason in this version of the ceramic hives, for some reason we cannot harvest them. That is very unfortunate. Thankfully, I do believe that the Langstroth hives are fine. I think they are not affected, but the ceramic hives are bugged for some reason. I don't know why. Hopefully they will be fixed relatively soon. Okay, you guys get back to work. I will put the... Okay, tell you what, yeah, let's just harvest them now. The bucket should be out here somewhere, right? There you are. So yeah, let's just harvest these bee honeycombs real quick. Unfortunately, until the bug is fixed, we cannot use the ceramic hives as an indicator of how well the others are doing. So yeah, we just need to check back on them from time to time. Okay, 40 liters of honey. We are almost full. Lovely. Okay, the ingots should be good by now. Indeed they are. So, let's process them real quick. Right. The tongs. So, I do believe they are basically the same as the iron blooms. Yeah, we just need to take off the excess and it should be okay. So, let's get rid of the slag there and the excess. Okay, the half hammer is not helping now. It is in the exact worst position, but I think we will manage. Okay, so we have 2 steel ingots all hot and ready for processing. Let's go for it. So, as I said, we will need a... where is it? A hammerhead. Let's go for it. And we have our first steel item, a steel hammer. Lovely. So next up, let's take care of the saw and we can call it quits for the time being. So we need a steel saw blade. And we have a steel saw. Amazing. Okay, let me just quickly put these items away. Yeah, the chisel can wait. I think it's going to be fine if we leave it for later. Okay, and let's put this away. So the old hammer goes here, the new hammer goes here. And the chisel I will leave here, obviously. The new saw goes there, old saw goes there, I guess. And oh, right, the tongs. These guys can go there. Okay. Don't we have one excess lantern somewhere? I think we have one up here, right? Yeah. I was thinking that maybe we should build a small little lantern post on the pier. If you are out at night on the boat, I think it would make sense to have some kind of, you know, beacon. Although, yeah, the house is lit up, so that will be a beacon enough, but you know what? Let's just play along. Is the chisel block that I dropped in here despawned or is it still here? I guess it despawned. Okay, fine. Oh, right. Did I make a site? No, I did not. Well, in that case, let's heat up 2 of these guys and let's make a chisel and a site. Yeah, let's go for it. A single charcoal will be enough. Good, and in the meantime I will start placing down the first parts of this little lamppost. Okay, I think that is going to be plenty high enough. Before we proceed, let's make sure that the whatchamacallit is good to go, and yes, they are. Okay, so tongs in the offhand, and before we get started, let's no wait, don't let them cool down. Let's get started now. So we need a chisel. Okay, so we have a new site and a new chisel. I suppose the chisel can go there, and the new one, the old one will stay with us. I will harvest, you know what, let's harvest them now before we continue, because, well, the more time they have to grow, the better. Okay, that is another harvest of cattails. Lovely. Okay. Let me just put down the site and we'll go back home to eat. Also, I will quickly put down the grass, yeah, in here. That's fine. The cattails will obviously go upstairs. How are we on this one? Okay, so we have plenty of spell flower at this point. Yeah, let's just go ahead and make a pie, I suppose. So this one, and we need... I will take out all of them, obviously, and put in 60 here. And use 4 to make some spelt dough, which we will turn into a pie. So there, and let's see what we can do. I think for the most bang for our buck, let's use... Oh wait, can we use cabbage for the pie? I wonder. I know we can use onions, that's for sure. Let's use parsnips and carrots and turnips, and let's start with the cabbages first. So can I... Yes, we can. Ooh, 900 satiation already. Sounds great. Okay, then in that case, oh sorry, I put them into the wrong box. Okay, let's sort this out. Right, so turnips, no. Let's have some onions and some parsnips. Yeah. Okay, and that will be 4 layers, which is the maximum, I believe. Okay then, so let's have a layer of onions, parsnips, and finish it all up with some cabbage. Sounds lovely. Okay, and let's make it look nice. That looks nice, and let's... Oh, right. And I forgot to start heating up the oven. I think 4 firewood should be enough, right? I know we are okay with 6. Let's see if we can do it with 4. Okay, while this one is heating up, let's put away the cattails. Cattails, thank you. And I will take this lantern down and put them on that lamppost that we have started to make. First, let's make sure this one is okay. I think we need at least 200 degrees for this to work, right? So the temperature now is okay, but the question is, will it maintain enough temperature? And we have a lovely veggie pie. Okay, and thanks to the cabbages, this will be very, very filling. So let's just cut it up real quick, and oh yeah, each of these will fill us up 840 satiation. By the way, how are we on the different satiation meters? Yeah, we are good, except for protein. Obviously, we have no dairy at the moment, so not much we can do about that. I suppose we should go out maybe and do some hunting, but it's fine. Also, I just discovered, I think we had the lined lantern upstairs. we should really use the unlined one. I want to have the lined as our personal lantern. So anyways, let's go ahead and finish making that lamppost. I think we might want to have one more quarter log. Maybe we can get away with... I'm not sure. Obviously, I don't just want to put a lantern on top of this. I want to have a small arm coming out, so we can hang the lantern on it. Although, you know what? Let me just check how it would look before we poo-poo the idea. So there, let's just jump on top. So if I put a lantern here, okay, we need to have a complete solid block face. I think we only need to have these corners filled in, right? Let's just check. So there is the hammer. Did I put it back? I put it back. Okay, so let's make sure, yeah, use this one. And so if we put these corners back, I think this might be okay. Not quite. Oh, right. This is the corner of the block. That's the problem. Okay. Makes a bit more sense now. Okay then, in that case, is this... the texture looks a bit weird, but I think it's fine. Oh, right. It needs to be on this. This is the middle of the block. Sorry, no. This is the middle of the block. So let me just check how big this should be. So maybe... Is this big enough? No. There we go. So we only really need this amount of space for the lantern. So that is an 8 by 8. Tell you what, I think what I will do is, well, ideally what we should do is to have a horizontal quarter log going through the middle of this one, but I am not sure if we can do that. Let me just check. So take this quarter log out and drop it in. Yeah, that will not work. Well, tell you what, I suppose I will use a board for this, sorry, not board, a plank for this one. So all we need to do is take out one of these, maybe have two, just three, just in case. And let's just use these as the building block. Okay, I will put this one here so we can see what we are doing. So what I had in mind is that chisel this one, and this one will be vertical, I believe, by default. You know what, it's fine, whatever. There, and let's just add a narrow, well, a plank basically to the side of this one. So something along these lines. This is the end of this, okay. I just want to have, you know what, a 4 blocks high little arm. That's going to be fine. And then we will add one more. And we will supposedly hang the lantern off this one. So let's chisel this, and Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about the textures too much. We can take these off. Okay, and now the question is, how big the underside of this has to be for us to be able to hang the lantern? I will try to... Yeah, I think I will go with the same amount of space, just in case. So this one is here. For this one, I suppose we will need to have one more here. Wait. This is the middle. This is the edge. There, and this should be the middle. It's a bit hard to see, so tell you what. I think I will build a small scaffolding so we can see the bottom. No. That's it. Okay, let me just check. So if I take this one and put it here, no, it will not work. It needs to be one tile up. Or, tell you what, we can get away with this, I think. What we need to do is first, let's just get rid of these. I will reclaim this one we can still chisel, that's fine. But I will get rid of this one. Yeah. Let's pick this one up. I think what we need to do is this. Exactly. Yeah, I really should have done this right from the right from the start. This one is the non-lined one. So let's just attach it there. Let's put this one into the inventory so we don't lose it. Planks and there we go. Now we have something to go off as a reference for our chisels. Okay, that should make our lives a little bit easier. So how far can we go without losing the lantern attachment? So far this will work. What if I go this far? So far so good. I just want to have as narrow an arm as possible. If I go one step more, yeah, that will lose it. Okay. So can you please just go on to this one? So we can chisel this one down one more time. And this is as narrow as we can go. Good. Okay, we can get rid of this one. And I will put this chiseled oak plank here and let's try to, well, turn it into shape. Good, and I will add this quarter log to this one. And we have a shiver, but that's fine, they shouldn't be able to reach us, so let's not worry about that. So, okay, never mind. Let's go to bed. And good morning, it is 9 o'clock, I overslept a little bit. I should have kept an eye on this a little bit better. Anyways, ooh, and the boards are finished. Okay, let's pick these out real quick. And I will deal with this in a second. First, let's finish up the lamppost on the pier. And I was afraid of this. Because of the weather, these guys are not despawning. Okay, is the shiver still on the pier? No, it looks okay. Alright. So, let's finish chiseling this one real quick. As I've said, I will add the quarter log to this one. Good, and I will obviously make the quarter log a little bit taller, and that should be exactly what we are looking for. And attach this there. Maybe go this far high even. There, and let's take out the corners. So let's see how it looks from down here. Yeah, I think this will be just fine. Okay, let's pick up these dirt blocks, and I think the pier at this point is finished. Maybe I will put some decorative barrels here or something, maybe some crates even. But other than that, I think this place is finished. Yeah. Okay, I think we are good. Well done. Let's go ahead and make those hives. First, let's put away the tools. We don't need these right now, so chisel, pantograph, and that's it, right? Oh, the hammer. Ooh, we are starting to run out of space here. Yeah. So, let me just check something. So the leg, I think I will make, yeah, the outer edges to be oak and the inside to be larch. So we will need oak logs for the legs of the stand. At least I believe so. And we should have plenty of logs. Yeah, there we go. So how does it go again? We need this. So there, and the panels. Oh, right, and we need the hammer for this. Fine. So hammer, logs, and the large panels. Exactly. Okay, so we have the stand. Let me just quickly... this will be a bit convoluted. There we go. Okay, so let's put this guy into the greenhouse. And I just noticed we have some harvestables. I think I will put it here. Sure. Basically, I do believe the range of the pollination is about 8 blocks. So basically, it will be able to cover everything from here. That's going to be fine. I will harvest in a second. Let me just take care of this real quick. So, what we need to do next is to make 2 supers. Okay, so apparently we need to have the oak on the edges and this one in the middle. Right? Yes. Okay, so we need 2 of these. This one can go on top right away. Lovely. And let's make 1 more. So once again, large in the middle and this one on this side. Where is the hammer? Hammer, where is it? There you are. So we need this one. This one will go on the floor. There, and we need to make a top. Okay, so this one is oak and larch. And how do we make the roof again? So theoretically, if I do this right, I need to get this right. I think so. Let's just double check. We need to be extra sure about this because if we max this up, we need to make another one, and I don't want to waste these boards. They are a little bit hard to make. So this one, yes, basically the filler material needs to be on the roof. So basically there and there and there, that looks about right. Okay, let's hope this is the correct one, but I think this will be okay. Oh right, and since we are here, might as well take one of the scaps with us. We need to fill up that hive. So let's go ahead and doesn't matter, you come with us. Which means we should make another scap so we can have some backup. But first let's take care of this. So theoretically, perfect. And let's fill it up with some bees. And on you go. Yeah, they require line frames, but these guys should be good to go now. You know what? Just in case, I will create one line frame. So what do we need for those? Obviously, I will make it out of larch. And for these, we just need boards, a stick, and some, whatchamacallit, resin. Where is the resin? There you are. I will make a single one. That's going to be fine. Thank you. Did I put it back? Yes, I did. Okay. I just want to have a single frame so the bees are actually working as intended. So where is where did I put the flax fibers? I didn't use all of them for sure. There you are. Okay, so I believe we need one linen and we need to soak it, and that should be it. There we go. Okay then, theoretically we have everything. And I do believe it will only take a couple of hours for this to soak, right? So linen, no wait, first the beeswax and then the linen, and yeah, 2 hours. Let's take care of it. Okay then, the rest of the beeswax goes in here. Let's put on the backpack. We can put away the hive panels. And I suppose while this one is soaking, we should go out and maybe look for some more butterflies. We only managed to find a single new one in the last episode. So tell you what, let's go ahead and do this. First things first, let's put down the hammer. And the oak logs. Yeah, they go in here. And that's it. Okay, I will leave the empty frame on the hotbar so I know what we are waiting for. Okay then, let's go ahead and I will take one more look in this direction. If we don't find any more butterflies, I will take a look at the other direction. But so far we only managed to find butterflies in this forest. So since it has been so good so far, might as well take one more look. There we go. That is a wood white. Great. And as I did notice that if we have a butterfly in an area, we tend to have some more. There we go. That's 2, and Okay, that is a rock grayling. Okay, that's two. Unfortunately, we managed to find two of them, so this one can go in the water, unfortunately. Sorry about that, little guy. Let's see if we can find any more. Okay, that was another wood white. Sorry, but we only need one. There is something, and that is a red admiral. We already have that one. I really feel bad about, you know, catching them, killing them, and then throwing them away. But unfortunately, that is part of this hobby. And that's another red admiral. Sorry. Oh, this really feels bad. Yeah, this area is apparently very good for finding butterflies. I don't know what makes it special because we don't really have a lot of flowers, but still we have plenty of butterflies. Okay, I didn't want to mess with you, so please just leave me alone. Also, wasn't there something moving in that direction? Maybe. I am not inclined to look right now. Anyways, let's keep on looking. Although I suppose at this point the soaking should be finished. So I am just going to slowly make my way back home, and I will keep an eye out for more butterflies. We already found two, so that's great, but obviously I would like to have some more. Also, I wonder, do we have different kinds of butterflies in different climates? Can you please, there we go. This is a map butterfly, male spring form. We already have this guy. Although, maybe that was the female form, I'm not sure. Let's just go ahead and check back home. Can you please come with me? That's another one of these. Oh, there's something. Ah, another grayling. What about you? Another grayling. And you? That was a... Ooh, a peacock. That's new. Yeah, this area is very good for hunting butterflies, apparently. Okay, let's just go home at this point. I think we have enough. Oh geez. That was a bear. Okay, we cannot let this slide. We need to hunt this guy down right now. Okay, everything is on the back burner right now. We have a bear, we need to take care of it. So it was right here. Where are you? Where is it? Okay, I don't see it. So I will quickly dig the ditch right here. The usual 3x3x3, and let's go ahead and lure it in. So, where are you? There you are. Ooh, that's a big one. And in you go. Lovely. Oh, right, and we have the spears back home. That's fine. It shouldn't be able to come out, so let's just go ahead and pick up those spears real quick. Technically we only need this one. This should last us long enough to kill it. There you are. Ooh, yeah, that's a big one. Ooh, and it is decent weight. That's very good. Hopefully we will get plenty of materials out of this guy. And it is dead. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's see what we can get out of him. Huh. No fat whatsoever. That's interesting. It was decent weight, so this is very surprising. Oh well, at least we managed to get rid of him. So, let's go ahead and first let's take care of the butterflies. So I believe we found 3 new ones, right? Oh wait, let's just pick up this one. This finished, yeah. Take it out, and then we can put down the butterflies. So, we have enough room for 3 more. This is male spring form. And exactly, this is the one we already have, so this one can go. That peacock, we don't have this one yet, so you can go there. And we don't have a grayling yet either, so you can go there. And we have this wood white. Yeah, that's a northern sulfur, and we don't have this one yet. Okay, so this case is filled up. I suppose that means we should make another one. Okay, yeah, these unfortunately not going to be much use, so once again it doesn't feel right, but unfortunately they will have to go on, unless... Can I use them for anything? No, they are just for display. Okay. And there we go. The bushmeat I will put into the composter. That's fine. I don't think I will eat it. There we go. Ooh, and we have plenty of rot. In fact, we have enough for 2 composting. Tell you what, in you go. And we should have 2 superfluous barrels down in the cellar. Might as well make use of them. So there you go. I will take both of them, I suppose. Good. And while we are here, let's cut up this linen. There we go. Now we have 2 frame liners. And let's fill that frame up with the liner, so we can put it into the hive in the greenhouse. So it needs to be done here, I believe. So there you go. And the liner, it's filled. You come with us. Before I put it in, let's just start composting. So we have enough for 1 more. Seal, please, thank you. And let's take care of this. So first things first, we need to take off the top. We need to open this one and put in the frame. Good. Okay. I suppose we could put a line of flowers around the greenhouse as well. So, you know, technically they wouldn't starve while the crops are not flowering. Also, we can harvest the onions. Yeah, let's just take care of this harvest real quick. I know I should have done this a while ago, but I was distracted by other stuff, including the butterflies. And there we go. Yeah, the rye got heat stroke, unfortunately. Not much we can do about that. The spelt is fine, thankfully. How much right did we get? 40. You know what, it's still not too bad. Despite the heat stroke, they managed to give us quite a bit. Okay, these carrots are done as well. Anything else? These paths will be ready fairly soon, and that's it for now. Right, so what can we plant? Here it's potassium. Well, that means flax, obviously. Okay, first let's put down the food. Also, let's start soaking this large hide. Sorry, huge hide. Good. So let's put away the food, and that will fill up quite a bit of space in the inventory. So grains go in here, and everything else goes in here somewhere. Onions, I suppose, can go into this one now. Carrots goes into this one, and I suppose parsnips can go there, I suppose. Okay. Alright, we had a backpack, but fine, whatever. Okay. Let's go ahead and sort things out. So, as I said, flax will go into the potassium spot. What else can we do? What do we need for the cabbage? Nitrogen. Okay. I will try to keep that in mind. So flax goes into here. Ooh, 90 something percent. That's going to be amazingly fast. We might finish those in a week or so. And 80%, lovely. Leaving these plots to rest, I think, was a good idea. Okay, we still have potassium here, but we have no more flax seeds. We have plenty of carrots at this point, but I think those are the only potassium plants we can plant here. So yeah, let's just go for those. And I suppose this side is filled up. Yeah. Wait, what was that? What did he pick up? Oh, rye grain. Okay. There, and this one. 100% potassium. Well, that's going to be carrots, obviously. And that's it. We have no more free plots. Okay, then you guys go ahead and start pollinating the plants. I do believe the way it works is that, as you can see, there is a new statistic right at the bottom of the tooltip. It says pollinations 0. I do believe these guys will build up pollination points over time, and as we harvest the plants, I do believe we will use up those points, and that will give us some extra well, crops from the harvest. At least I believe that is how it works. I guess we'll find out once it is harvest season. Okay then, so let's just put away the seeds. Anything else we want to put into this one? Not really. Good. The shovel can go. You know what? I will not put away the shovel. I think we will do a little bit of landscaping in the next episode, so I will keep this on us. And you know what? Let's just make one more hive frame. Obviously, it's going to be made out of larch. How many we need for one frame? Is it just one? Yeah, just one. So let's just take out one. We just need a single piece of resin, and that's going to be it. Right. Oh, right. And the rye can go into this one. So we need a piece of resin, which is first things first, put away the bones. And then, where is the resin? There you are. So resin, board, stick. More than one stick, I believe. There we go. Okay, I just want to get rid of this frame liner at this point. Uh-oh, and I can hear a shiver. Let's make this quick. You come with me. By the way, how are we on these hives? No fills yet. Yeah, and I don't suppose we can empty these out now. No, for some reason these are bugged, so I guess we'll check back later once the mod is updated. Good, let's just put this guy in and we can go to bed. Okay, that will do it for now, so let's go to bed. Okay, I can hear a shiver. There you are. Obviously, I don't want you to surprise me when I'm sleeping, so let's just take care of him, and now we can go to bed. And good morning. And there we go. Lovely. Lots and lots of food. Okay, I suppose we might as well just go ahead and say goodbye because we are way over time at this point and not much we can do. Yeah. Well, all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.